Okay, Nadiem, let us start with a warm-up exercise that our followers can get to know you a little bit better, besides the actual company questions. Let us start with, what is your favorite non-work related hobby that helps you to unwind and get new ideas?
Okay, yeah, this is actually easy, I think. I am running a lot. So I started running decades ago, and within the last few years, actually since I started Mindfuel, I was running longer and longer. Because I was reflecting and brainstorming while I was running, and at a certain moment in time I realized, okay, this is my thing, and so I'm running marathons today. So this is my hobby. I do a marathon or 2 marathons a year, approximately.
Oh, wow. What was the last marathon you did?
The last marathon was New York City, actually one of the biggest and most famous marathons. And the next one is in London in 4 weeks, 6 weeks from now.
Oh, wow. Good luck for that one. And
Thank you.
if I remember correctly, I think the one in New York City has, or you can run for a specific purpose. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. I
Yeah.
was running, so there are different ways to participate at the marathon. And one option is to run for a good cause, and this is exactly what I did. I ran for the 𝗨𝘶𝗶𝗵𝗁𝘁𝘀𝗵𝗶, the Deutsche Knochenmark-Spendenkartei, and raised money. So I did a fundraiser and create awareness for the topic of blood cancer. Yes, I think was super successful. I was successful with the campaign. The organization was really happy with the funds, so it really worked out, and I was able to run the marathon in New York. So a win-win-win situation.
Oh, yeah, it's very inspiring. I don't know if I will ever run a marathon, but who knows, maybe someday I will try it out.
We will offer team runnings at Mindfuel very soon.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
I mean, it not necessarily needs to be a marathon. I mean, marathon is one discipline, but there are so many other cool disciplines in running. A 10K is also great. I mean, this is a very good achievement.
I'll start with 1K, okay?
Yeah, 1K or 5K or 10K, whatever you want to run. The most important thing is that you go out, that you move yourself, that you are outside, not at your screen or your laptop, and experiencing different vibes.
That's true. And I can imagine a same thing for the marathon. You need a lot of stamina, but also to run a business, right? And what I see you often use is the word datapreneur. But what is a datapreneur for you personally?
That's a good question. So a datapreneur is actually a person who is not only, if you want, so building data products with data. I mean, the word data products is used in different contexts nowadays, but a datapreneur is a person who goes beyond that and really transforms a business based on data and truly creating a new business model or advanced business model, delighting customers or consumers outside of its comfort zone. So what this means is that a datapreneur really takes accountability for the success of the business, and the business is purely driven by data. And I think a lot of data leaders have the chance now to become datapreneurs, because I think now, especially now in these days, data and AI is so important and also so attractive at the moment. I mean, look at Gen AI and all that stuff. So AI will be part of the core business strategy in the future. There will be no business in the future anymore which will not discover or discuss how AI can help them to transform the business model. And therefore, data leaders are now really at the front seat or in the front seat of driving this, because a CEO or a CFO, whoever, definitely has not the chance to pick up the capabilities needed to understand what's possible with AI. So data leaders get a seat at the board table now, And this is a great chance for every data leader. I think it's a massive opportunity for data leaders to become datapreneurs now, yes.
Yeah. I want to pick out one thing you said there with the data leaders, because I recently saw somewhere in a comment that, for example, also chief data officers aspire to be more business leaders, as like combined with being a data leader, especially to get this seat at the table to communicate better with the other stakeholders from the business side. So I really liked how you put this out there with the data leadership, but also showing your value that you create to become more like a business leader. And maybe thinking about the year 2024 ahead of us, if you would have to give the whole data product management space a book title, what book title would it be?
The book title would be "It's Time to Create Visible Impact." So this is, I think, the whole topic around creating true impact is a topic we as data leaders really have to think of now. Because as I said, the time is now. Now is the moment. You just said it, data leaders have the chance now to get the seat at the table, to become more business oriented. And I don't know, but maybe it comes due to my role also now, but I'm really putting myself into the shoes of the CEOs of these companies.
Yeah.
And the CEOs of these companies, they have to rely on their leadership team. And they have to put accountabilities to the different people. And in the world as it is today, and where data and AI has such a massive impact, it's great to have data leaders out there who really accept this accountability. So I know a lot of data leaders who really saying, okay, now, we've been trying, we've been pushing, we've not been understood maybe in the last few years. Data was not 100%, I mean, it was accepted, but not really valued as it is. And now with the tangibility of the technology as we have it in our pockets, on the phones, wherever, data leaders take this accountability and also want this accountability. So I think creating tangible impact is now what we should achieve and what we should aim for together.
Yeah, I really like this. And I mean, knowing that we work both for the same company, and Mindfuel is all about data product management, and data product management can help achieving you this tangible impact and show the value creation you have with your amazing data initiatives. I wonder, let's maybe take a step back there, that our followers really understand what data product management is for Mindfuel. I witnessed in the market two movements or two forms of data product management, which are data plus product management and data product plus management. And where do you see the difference in that, and where does Mindfuel come from?
This is a super good question, Francie. I think it all comes from the same core idea. It just had two different origins, these ideas. So why do I'm saying this? Starting with the approach, making data to products and manage them then correctly, means data product plus management, the second stream you mentioned. This movement or this origin was coming from the infrastructure side, from the technical layer, where we had data sets, data quality. So we had data governance and data quality issues in our data. This was the reason why a lot of data initiatives been failing, because you're just as good as your data quality is. I mean, this is a core principle in data science forever. So the idea was to think data as a product. So bringing a product mindset into a data set and making sure that data has product principles, so that the quality of the data and the governance of the data itself becomes better and more product oriented. However, at the same time, I mean, we at Mindfuel, we started in 2019 in brainstorming these ideas. We came with the origin that we have to put the product management principles not only to the data set, to the specific data source or data set, but to the entire domain of data. So managing use cases with a product mindset, managing dashboards with a product mindset, managing algorithms with a product mindset. So you could apply a product mindset to all these different activities and tasks, and you can think the entire data domain with a product mindset. And this is like applying product management on data science or on data in general. And this is what also includes then the collaboration with the customer. So a data product manager in general should really work at the customer to understand the underlying needs of the customer. So I think our approach at Mindfuel is we applying product management principles to the world of data, as we stated. So the world of data is big, and product management brings a lot of great methodologies and disciplines, not only the mindset to make the world of data much more successful and outcome driven. I think output versus outcome is a big principle which we are following in product management in general. And to create this tangible impact, to create this tangible value for our customers, the business, I think applying product management is the outcome-oriented approach in this case.
Yeah, thanks for sharing this. And maybe you can also, because you are like saying about yourself, you're kind of pioneering this data product management form, the first stream we discussed, so data plus product management. Why do you think data product management in that case is now a rising topic? I witnessed more and more blog articles being published. AWS did a study about this topic, and data product management was named as one of the movements to create visible value with data. And I wonder, what personally is for you the one argument or two arguments that this is now a rising topic?
I think there are two also main influencing factors here. Personally, I think the macroeconomics is one thing. We have to increase efficiency in general. So I would say doing more with less is here the macroeconomical principle, or at least doing more with the same. So let's assume budgets. We have to do more with the same budget or even more with less budget. So we have to increase the efficiency due to the fact that budgets are not so we're not in a growing innovative market, but we are more in a I wouldn't maybe not call it decreasing, but in a stable market at the moment. And everyone is waiting and expecting and see how it continues. So product management and especially data product management is a key element to achieve this, doing more with less in the data space. This is one big thing, the macroeconomical direction, why this trend is coming up. The second topic is, I think it's the justification for data leaders who are actually doing a great job already for years and were challenged to explain and to justify and really like make it transparent what they're actually working for. So if you provide budgets to a chief data officer and you have to manage your infrastructure, your systems, you have to do a lot of foundational work, as we call it. It's very difficult to explain this to a board member, why the budget have been used for that. However, this is a super great effort and it unlocks a lot of value for the organization in the long term. So now with data product management, you have the chance to translate these efforts into customer impact, because there are methodologies in product management where you can map this, where you can show this, where you can do this with discovery. So I think there are a lot of great data leaders out there who are doing a great job, but they're missing transparency, overview, and maybe also a little lack of communication techniques and tools, not personally, but technically, to show and justify their value contribution. And this is what product management can do for us.
No, okay. I mean, I know now that you were working on something heavily the last few months, especially to help data leaders to show their value creation and to tackle all those challenges you manage and to get to this, why is data product management beneficial for companies? Maybe you want to share a little sneak peek information about what you were working on.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the big success also for us as a company now and as a team and as a startup. And I mean, this is really the startup emotions going really through the roof at the moment as we have launched 𝗨𝘶 now. 𝗨𝘶 is exactly the data product management software we believe our customers and our market needs to help to create this transparency and overview, to justify investments, to make sure that value contribution is made transparent, and that not only data people can show what they do, but business people can really experience how much impact and effort data is providing to their business and to their business opportunities and what they're doing in the business and how they can consume data and data products and data services overall from their data teams. And I think making this transparent and building a foundational system which helps both sides of the house to collaborate better. This is what 𝗨𝘶 is providing, and I think all our existing customers, they are really leveraging this let's say benefit of 𝗨𝘶, that they can bring the business side and the data side on one common ground.
Okay, was there a moment for you in this whole journey where you were like receiving feedback maybe from a customer or non-customer where you were like, I think 𝗨𝘶 is actually the solution that will help people facilitating the collaboration between business and data teams and help implement data product management?
I mean, this happened so many times.
Okay.
Actually, there were actually two stages of this. It was the stage where 𝗨𝘶 was not existing yet, where just concepts were there or mock-ups or first drafts of 𝗨𝘶, and people were asking questions, and we already knew that we will build 𝗨𝘶 and 𝗨𝘶 will solve that problem, but we had the software was not there yet to show it and to explain it to the people. So we always had to draw it on slides or on Miros or whatever. So the concepts now 𝗨𝘶 is really bringing to life. So this was one moment where I thought, okay, wow, there is really a need in the market. There is the so-called market demand, and we can see it and we can feel it, but we cannot show it yet. And then I was actually last week on a conference in Berlin, and there were different talks. I was also one of the speakers there, and there were different talks on how to create measurable value from data. But these talks were more like, how can you do it? So what are solutions? What are approaches? They stated that it's super difficult and that it is very critical, but we don't know how to do it. And I was sitting there on my seat and saying, okay, please let me talk. I was building up the energy prior to my talk, and then I actually exploded on stage because
full of excitement.
Full of excitement.
Let me show you.
Exactly. Let me tell the world that we found a solution. And I mean, there's always a discussion, what is the perfect solution? What is the best solution? How can you make it in detail? And how do you, so, I mean, all of us, there are so many experts out there, and I fully accept any kind of feedback, expert opinion and all that stuff. I think this is super important for us because we at Mindfuel, we definitely don't know how the best option should look like. But what we can say is that we've built a solution now, which is a good starting point, and from which we can learn together. So we sip our own champagne, I always say. We do discovery and and product management for our own technology, and we only can learn from our customers. We can only learn from the market. It would be the absolute wrong approach to believe that we as a company, although we have tons of data experts in the company, former data leaders, but we don't know how the solution will look like. together with the market, together with the customers, together with these feedbacks we're receiving, together as a data community, as a data community, we can solve this challenge. And we're just providing a first solution, and hopefully everyone who sees the light is delighted by how it looks and how cool it feels already, and how easy it is actually also. So our focus was really to making it easy, not complex. We're not an IT tool. We're not, we are a management software. It must be easy. It must be easy to use. The easiest and nicest and most beautiful user experience is something we put at the very first principle in our company. And so I'm really happy for all the feedback and everyone who wants to provide feedback on this.
Thinking with a true product mindset there. I see it. I see it. And nice. I mean, we're running out of time here, but do you have any last wise words or any advice you want to share with companies who are now approaching this whole discipline of data product management? They maybe have heard about it, but don't really know where to get started and how to make it useful for them to create value out of their data.
My advice would be there is no right moment to start, and there is no wrong moment to start.
Okay.
You just have to start, because data product management sounds very broad, sounds very big, but at the end of the day, you're doing it anyway already. The moment you start thinking about how to apply data in your business, this is already a piece of data product management. So it is actually the beginning. This is how you usually start. You start with a data product strategy. You start about how you can leverage data, what are potential business opportunities. So the only thing we've done is we systematically structured it. And so that you can learn it and that you can apply it. I mean, we have an academy at Mindfuel, we have services at Mindfuel, we have Delight, but you can start very easy, you can start very lean. The most important thing is that you start, and because you're doing it anyway, implicitly.
Yeah. Embracing also to do mistakes and to learn from those mistakes, right?
Also, this is then the next step, but above all is, whenever you start with data, the first steps are, how can I leverage data to create business impact? And this is the first question of product management anyway.
Yeah.
So you're actually already doing it without knowing that you do it. Now, with the help of the methodology, you can just systematically do it, and this will help you to increase the success rate. This is everything. Or we are reducing the failure rate. I mean, we started Mindfuel by reducing the failure rate of data initiatives with product management. This is where we're coming from. So product management helps you to increase the success rate or reduce the failure rate, however you want to see it.
Yeah. So Nadiem, looking at all that we discussed today, I feel like data product management is not yet another technical solution or anything like that to help you increase the success rate of your AI products or data products. It is really a whole new approach and discipline to create this visible impact with data.
Yeah, so I think you summarized it quite well. It's not, let's turn it around. The question is, the reason why data initiatives might fail, is this a technical problem, yes or no? And
no.
Exactly. I think, and we think, it is not a technical problem. It's a management problem, it's a mindset problem, it's a cultural problem, maybe it's a processual problem, but there are great technologies out there to solve technical challenges. And we provide a solution for the other part, for the management challenges we are facing. And I think this will heavily have an impact on the success of data and AI in general.
All right. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. So thank you, Nadiem, so much for your time to share a bit more about data product management, about Mindfuel and Delight with our followers. And As a last little advice, maybe, if you want to get to know more about data product management and tap into this new discipline, we have a guide created for you to get started. You can download it via this link somewhere. And we wish you a wonderful rest of the week.
Thank you for having me today. Really appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you so much for taking time and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Ciao.